Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Shukla Choudhury and in my channel you can see varieties of subject, varieties of programs and videos catering to different shades of Hindi and English literatures, and this lot and lot for travel lovers. However, we will cover and we will discuss Thomas Hardy's famous poem, The Darkling Thrush, today. Thomas Hardy is one of the most reputed English writers. His reputation as a novelist far exceeds as a poet. His rural background, his love for music, and his apprenticeship as an architect influenced his subject matter and form in his writings. His love for literature made him give up his career as an architect. Hardy wrote a number of novels which reflect the social and moral concerns of the Victorian era. His first novel was Desperate Remedies. Among his most famous novels are Far From Madding Crowd and The Mayor of Casterbridge. His first volumes of poems were Wessex poems. It is important to note that Hardy's vision of life was pessimistic. Three prominent notes are visible in his poetry: the helplessness of man, the unavoidability of destiny, the difference of nature, and of God. There is a large variety of themes and forms in his poetry. He is best known for his expression of love, nature, imagery, sincerity of feelings, and intricate structure. The Darkling Thrush is one of Hardy's best poems. In this meditative poem, he describes the dying of the old world at the end of 19th century and beginning of the 20th century. The 19th century has just died, and that its dead body will be buried in the canopy. The sounds of the winds seem to lament its death. He writes, I leant upon a coppice gate when frost was spectry grey, and winter's dugs made desolate the waking eye of the day. The whole wintry scene depicted by the poet here is dissolute and dreary. The poet, looking at the scene, looks gloomy because of the Industrial Revolution and the changes brought by it in the society, polity, economy, and the religious beliefs. He feels that all has changed. Civilizations has decayed, and he does not know what will replace it. He is deeply depressed by the state of affairs. He writes, the ancient pulse of germ and birth was shrunken hard and dry, and every spirit upon earth seemed frivolous as I. The image of the death is predominant in this stanza. The death of an era in which the old values were greatly jolted by scientific and technological advances, industrialization, and urbanization. There is no solace for the poet in this era. He is not sure of what the new era will bring. At that point, amid all the signs of bleakness and dissolution, a joyful voice from the leafless branches arises. That's a small bird, thrush. He says, the poet says, at once a voice arose among the bleak twigs overhead in a full-hearted even song of joy unlimited. This is the evening song sung by a thrush, a small bird, hidden somewhere. It is a weak-aged bird whose plumes have been battered by the storm. It is clearly on the way out, yet it chooses to pour out its heart in the forceful manner. What the speaker has noticed is at once nullified by the bird's song. The cheerfulness of its song disrupts the gloomy silence around. It is an indication that nothing is absolutely negative in this world and beyond this world. The contrast between speakers and the bird's feelings is an essential part of this poem. The last stanza is thematically significant. So, little cause for carolings of such ecstatic sound was written on terrestrial things afar or nigh around. The speaker feels that there are no signs of hope or joy to justify the song of the bird. There is nothing on the earth, near or far, which could have made that bird thrush sing so happily. Yet, it is happy. There might be in the bird's heart some hope of good fortune, about which the speaker has no knowledge. Though the speaker can recognize joy in the bird's song, he cannot experience the joy himself. However, the word blessed and the capitalization of hope suggest that there might be religious or spiritual reasons for the bird's joyful singing. Second, the carolings are the reminiscence of Christian carols. Third, hope is one of the Christian virtues. Finally, the speaker has personified hope, as if it were a human belief giving hope. That I could think there trembled through his happyhood nigh ear, some blessed hope, whereof he knew, and I was unaware. He knew means that Darkling Thrush knew, and I was unaware. That means the poet. Thus the speaker acknowledges his inability to understand the cause of the bird's joyful singing. It fills him with the feeling that there may be some cause for it, and in the time he might come to know about it. So, that was Darkling Thrush, a beautiful poem in the gloomy time, ending with a happy and hopeful note. It's a lyric poem with 4 8-line stanzas and written in a very tetrameter with lines 1, 3, 5 carrying 4 stressed syllables like that. But you need not go to that details. Just enjoy and feel the theme of this beautiful poem. With that feeling, I would like to say goodbye to you today. See you soon.